When you look up the word ego, you will see that an interpretation of this word, which is a certain vibration, is your sense of self, your sense of self-esteem, your sense of self-worth. Some people say you get rid of your ego. What they're really trying to say is that your ego is unhealthy. It's at an imbalance. It needs to be balanced. It needs to be more righteous. So, I ask the universe every day to keep me balanced, to show me and make sure that I'm not being ignorant, that I'm not trying to act like I know everything, because I know that I don't. I'm always open-minded to learn more things, to keep me at a healthy state. You're not here to get rid of your ego. You're here to master your ego in order to vibrate at its highest. So, look at your traits, or the way that you think, the energy that you possess, and see how it can be better, like how it can be healthier, how you can have a higher perspective on the things that you do or the way that you handle situations. Look at your responses to things. Sometimes your response is going to tell you something that you need to change within yourself. Your responses will actually also show you something that you may not be looking at in yourself. Like, for instance, when I'm not even going to go into that. It's just basically look at your response and analyze your response and try to make sure that you're responding in the most healthiest way. You need to understand yourself and know yourself, master yourself, and figure out how are you at your balanced state. So when you know how you are when you are balanced, you will for sure know when things are out of balance, and you will be then able to get right back in balance. This is how nature does. When life throws shit at nature, it handles the situation, it goes around it, and it gets straight back to what it was doing. So this is the same way we need to handle our situations. Everything's not going to be in balance all the time. But when things come into your life, people, places, things, events happen, and it makes you sad, mad, or at a lower vibration, it's then up to you. It's then showing you that you need to get right back into your balanced state. It's then showing you how long it's going to take you. If life pushed you off this path, how long is it going to take you to get right back on your path? Or are you going to be so distracted and so upset with these hurdles and these things in life that it still holds you down, and you're distracted, or you're taking this detour off of your path? How far left are you going to go, until you realize that you need to get right back to going straight forward? So hopefully I can help someone. It is helping me. I continuously ask the universe, keep me on track. Don't give me an unhealthy ego. Keep me open-minded. And sometimes when you're trying to feed your ego, you need to make sure that you're feeding it productively. It's not to make that you're the only one that should be able to truly feed your ego. For instance, if you are doing something and you want other people to tell you that you're beautiful, that thing is okay. I mean, it's okay. But it's not to force that to happen. It's not to change who you authentically are just so it can happen. This is happening around the world. Women are getting boob jobs, butt jobs, lip jobs, motherfucking weaves and eyelashes, all these things, because they are not truly happy with themselves. Not saying all, but most. And this is through programming, because we continuously see this in other women. You be like, oh, that's so beautiful. And you admire that in someone, but first you have to make sure that you love your authentic self before you go into anything else. So when I'm saying, like, feed your ego yourself, don't depend on other people to feed your ego. If you try to say, I'm this big person, and I'm this leader, and I'm this and I'm that, and the people around me better bow down to me and tell me that, this is feeding your ego in the wrong way. It's not productive. And you may think it is because they're telling you these things, but they're only telling you those things by force. So, and when you change your looks and you make yourself, and with the weaves and the lip jobs and all these different things, you're only basically forcing people to tell you that you're not like in a straightforward sense, but majority of people are going to tell you look beautiful because this is the ideal sense of beauty, but not realizing we are all beautiful in our own ways. Just like our minds are all amazing in its own way, our power is all amazing in its own ways. We have to come into our authentic power, not giving yourself a false sense of power. So I wanted to say that because I see that happening in many ways, in many forms in humanity. And I just want to say, like, love your true, authentic self. You are unique for a reason. Sometimes when you put on that mask, or you want the people around you to worship you for something that you feel like that you want, want everybody to believe that you are, this is only attracting the wrong energy to you. The right people that will love you for yourself is not going to see you for yourself because you're being masked.